The other moment that came out of yesterday was when Cooper Flagg was asked a question that I am sure none of us in the room saw coming. Coop didn't see coming. Mavs PR didn't see coming. This came completely out of left field.
If you approve your new nickname, Cooper Swagg.
You say it again?
Your nickname, Cooper Swagg.
Cooper Swagg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that news to you?
Yeah, I've never heard that. But I think it's cool.
Good recovery.
He said, what?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
He definitely had never heard that before.
Nope.
And
I mean, creative.
it's creative. Because it became a moment, it might stick.
Unfortunately, because it took him a second to adjust to it. It was kind of like when you drink a sour or have a sour drink and it hits you the wrong way first,
Yeah.
and then you adapt over time.
Yeah.
He had the bitter beer face.
Yeah, exactly.
He's adapting.
But
It could work. It could work.
Sure. I still like the main event. When that came down from
That's
his
not
time
bad.
in Maine, again, from the pun perspective, I think it's fantastic.
Oh,
but
you
also,
do?
Yes,
Huh.
I do. But no, I'm a fan of that one more than Cooper
Swagg
Swagg.
is pretty like cringe.
Oh.
You know, like mainstream. Like it's like too try hard. You know,
Yeah.
Cooper Swagg.
Yeah,
Swagg.
it's trying to
I don't know.
lean into the era too in a way that's trying to tell people. You called Gary Payton the Glove. Some of these nicknames that have lasted over time are because they are not tethered to, hey, Swag was a big thing in the 2020s, so here's his nickname.
Okay, Michelle might actually get this reference. Is this like trying to make fetch happen?
Yeah, I think so. That's a good. I fully got the reference. So let's just pause there.
We got one.
That's Mean Girls, right? Fetch. Stop trying to make
that's
fetch
Mean
happen.
Girls.
It's not going to happen.
Well done.
Quoted a movie.
Well done.
It happened. It has happened. There's
Pero,
one.
I'm like one.
Mark
for,
the date and time,
10.
Wait, hang
12:34.
on. That's 2 in one show. She got Brother, Can You Spare a Dime this time. We have 2 successful
Challenges.
references understood in one show.
Look at me go.
The one and only.
The one and only, yeah.
So when we heard this nickname yesterday, Mike and I went down a rabbit hole real quick on
Shocking.
our own personal nicknames. Mike, you have a history with one.
You were aghast when I told you
I
what
was.
my high school nickname was.
Let's hear it.
This
Drum roll.
was tethered to high school football. My buddies on
Don't
the
touch the
football
mic.
team called these.
What'd you say?
Don't touch the mic.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This mic is
That
literally
mic,
worth
not that mic.
worth more than
Michelle just got scolded.
yeah, because the mic is worth more than I am.
Also, don't do that.
Exactly.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sometimes
yeah, just swing
Just
away.
Barry Switzer on you, Dale.
My high school nickname with my buddies on the football team was GQ.
No, it was GQ Mike.
It wasn't GQ Mike.
you're telling him what his memory is.
No, oh, geez. She just put it on the super.
Mike GQ
So
Leslie.
the story behind this was we would dress up on game days.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a home game, you'd wear jeans and your jersey. But if it was a road game, you would dress suit and tie or shirt and tie. Being my father's son, this is Scott Leslie. I know you're out there watching somewhere in New York right now because he's been a loyal viewer of
appreciate
the
you,
first
Scott.
9 episodes of this show. This is your fault. Eternal clothes horse, and taught me how to tie a tie, taught me how to dress properly, and
Using none of that right now. But yeah.
yeah, exactly right. This is a new world for me, being in casual clothes on the air. So I brought it on road game days, and when I was walking in with a bunch of teammates that were like in cargo pants,
Yeah.
and a shirt and tie, that was not
that's
the way that I
flexing.
played it.
That's flexing. That's a little bit different.
GQ Mike.
So,
I mean, I think I dropped.
it
I literally
stuck.
fell over. I said, "There ain't no way this guy's walking around GQ magazine, Mike."
I mean,
Like-
but it kind of fits how we. I mean, listen.
You know he used to work at
What was your
Abercrombie,
name?
right?
Buddy, as soon as I heard it,
There.
Oh,
She's
you,
like-
had to
we
go
we
there.
got
What'd you say?
receipts. Here
He
we
used to
go.
work
All
at
right, so hold
Abercrombie.
on. If we're gonna tell this story, this
Abercrombie and Fetch. Is that where we're going here?
Oh my god.
Yes.
I think it's more.
I
I think he's
quit.
more like a. I know. I feel like you should have been like Kmart Mike. or something.
Wow.
The Mike I know.
All right, hang on. Here's the
Mike,
story.
I
'Cause
know.
You will get a kick out of this. Anybody who's ever been in an Abercrombie and Fitch knows what that vibe is like. I needed a job. This was summer between my
Is this
junior
where you got
and
the lean?
senior
I'm
year
curious.
of high school.
Okay.
And that time, braces, acne like you would not believe. And I was one of the people that worked in Abercrombie and Fitch that they shoved in the back to fold clothes and work in the
They
back
didn't know
room.
you were GQ Mike.
There was no putting me out front. that was not part of the equation, I promise you. And fast forward like a year and a half, I'm still working there, but now I've also gotten a job working cameras at the Fox 23 in Albany, the first TV station I ever worked for in my life. I'm 19 years old, and I'm working the morning shift, and now the hours that I needed to work for Abercrombie & Fitch had to change because I couldn't work those same hours. And I went to the manager and said, hey, can I work an afternoon shift? There was no afternoon shift for the behind closed doors. We don't want you to see the curmudgeons that also work here. That's believe me, if you ever seen Abercrombie and Fitch documentaries, that's how they operated. And I swear to you, the manager looked at me because by this point I had had the braces off and I had at least grown up a little bit, and she was like, I mean, I guess. It was a very judgmental place to work.
Only I can call you Kmart Mike. She didn't know that you were GQ Mike.
That is a true story.
Did you tell her what your nickname was?
No. I wasn't trying to argue the point. That is a true story. Fine.
Thank your orthodontist.
Well, I guess so. Did you have a nickname?
I did.
Uh-oh.
But it was not as cool as GQ.
Oh no, we updated it.
I can always count on Kelly. Mine was Mish. People called me Mish. At a time, someone, not me, put Queen on the front of that. So then I was Queen Mish. But the
Mish.
Queen didn't really stick. I don't know why. But
We can change that.
like, no, you guys won't get this because you haven't been to 85 bachelorettes in the last couple years like I have. But like on all of the
You don't
bags that you get. No, yeah, I do. On all the bags you get at a bachelorette party, or like the hats or whatever,
All
when
the
they
other
monogram
paraphernalia
your
that comes along with a bachelorette party.
correct, all of the ones that have monogram names on them, like I got.
Look at your super.
Yes. Wait.
Look at the next line.
Adorbs. I don't know about that.
She was happy about the top line. That bottom line.
I told you, slow reader. Takes me a minute. Anyways, all of my paraphernalia, as Mike likes to call it, says Mish on it, which is, like if people called me Michelle for a good 6 years of my life, I knew I was in trouble. It was either Mish or we're not talking to you. We're not acknowledging
Mike
you.
Consigliere, Michelle.
Oh, yes.
What about you, sir?
Okay, so our college swim team had nicknames every year. So freshman year when I first came in, my nickname was Pit Pat.
What?
Pit Pat. Because I
Were you
ran
tiny?
barefoot.
Pit Pat?
I ran barefoot. I was a barefoot runner.
Can you use that in a sentence?
P-I-T-P-A-T.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pit Pat. Okay.
So like the pitter patter.
Yeah.
So-
but what do you mean you ran barefoot outside?
Just in general. Like when we would run and for training, I would run barefoot.
Why?
Because I didn't like wearing shoes. I thought first of all.
You
hang on.
ran for swim?
Yes. We do have dry land, as we call it, training.
Dryland.
We
They
do.
wear their flippers.
We do not wear our flippers.
Pit pat, whatever that means.
It's the pitter patter of feet.
No, look at your screen.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate you.
Kelly, did you have a nickname?
We can't talk about this.
Oh! She's like,
She didn't even pull herself up. She's just like gone.
This will not
Totally
happen.
gone.
Is it inappropriate?
Who gave you a nickname?
Actually, I don't have a nickname. Not a true one. I mean, yes, I was made fun of in elementary school. Thanks for bringing up the trauma.
I've got those stories too.
Yeah.
I promise you.
For certain words that do rhyme with Kelly, but no, I don't really have. I never really got a nickname.
That's about as reductive as Cooper Swagg.
Yeah.
I like
My
Kel.
dad-
Rhymes, so it's a nickname.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
My dad said he named me Kelly because you couldn't make nicknames out of it, and no one has ever called me Kel.
Maybe
What
we
the
start
Kel?
that today.
Please don't start that.
Director
Oh
Kel.
gosh.
No, my dad watches just like your dad does, and he will probably text me any minute now and say, "No, don't call her that."
Oh, no, Kel. Okay, got it, Dad. I will not. I will not.
We do not want to disappoint Dennis.
No.
Or Scott.
Dennis
Or Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Our loyal viewers.
Thank you both for watching.